And then there's the Tigers. They really look on their defence to win games. Haven't had a point scored against them in the second half, so it's very important that the Raiders get off to a good start.
Tigers coming off a 10-0 shutout of Cronulla last week. So NRLW action continues thick and fast here on Nine's Wide World of Sports. Beautiful day down in Canberra. Ball taken by the Tigers, and we're underway here. And this will be a good one. Two of the new clubs hoping to continue their impressive beginning. Christian Pio wearing number 10 for the Tigers. Push back in some strong defence there. It's Dodd, the back rower for the Raiders. And they shift immediately to this left-hand side with Kezi Apps. I mentioned too, Alana, that they've built this team largely from within. They brought Kezi Apps in. She's a marquee signing by anyone's standards, but a lot of these players have played a lot of football together in the Harvey Norman Women's Premiership.
Yeah, I think having those systems in place is where we see these NRLW sides really flourish. They've got those combinations. I'm also looking forward to seeing Salah Tagatuki, one of the props for the Tigers. She's not too dissimilar to the way that Samaima Taufa plays.
Just another one of the rep stars that the Tigers have on board. So the first kick by Curtin, taken safely by Arpy Nichols, played in a couple of World Cups for New Zealand, of course, 2017, 2021. And she's out playing it just past her 30-metre line. And that was Jack Tungai. And now another run by Bartlett, so the two wingers carrying the ball through the back part of the field. And there's a run. Kelly Signs. The Maya Kelly Signs, Indigenous All-Stars representative. Here's Tamara, and then Nichols. Oh, the winger just overran Mackenzie Wiki there. Tungai had a chance, but she was in front of the ball. And here's Tamara. She's been pressured on the last. Pops a kick over the top, chases it herself, and they're looking to hold and drag, but well done there by the halfback, actually, Emily Curtin, who was back there to take the catch.
Yeah, good set of six by the Raiders. Just getting in behind the play of the ball. Makes it very difficult for the Tigers to get back on side. And a nice way to finish the set from Zahara Tamara.
Here's Rakea Horn, former Dragon. Look at this for defence. Shante Tamara. Combining with Holly Mae Dodd. Big, strong tackling early. And now Whitfield. 3 tries in the first 2 games this year.
I was going to say, she's one to watch, Tomo. She's one of the Rugby Sevens converts, but any time and space, she's got power and speed.
And Ebony Pryor, she gives the pass away here to Pauline Pillay Rasabali, former Wallaroo. So there's some rugby pedigree in this Tigers lineup as well. That one's taken a deflection. And it's picked up by Bartlett in very handy field position for the Raiders now.
Well, that field position's all off the back of an impressive defensive set. They were outstanding, Freddie.
They're very physical, aren't they, the Canberra side? Heavy contact, really strong, work together well. That was committed charge down. Sounded like she punctured the ball.
Well, they look organised too. Professional start. Here's Soliola. Mona Lisa Soliola. Her uncle Sia. Played almost 200 games for the Raiders. Out to the right-hand edge. And Canberra down within striking distance. Now strong tackle. Kezi Apps in conjunction with Emily Curtin. And now Tamara fires it away. It's Tafunga, who's tackled well.
Good defence.
Tamara has been kicking magnificently. I don't know that the Tigers have grounded this. This should be a Canberra try. Ash Quinlan.
Well, her hands were near the ball. Her feet were near the ball. I'm just not quite sure if the hands were on the ball at the same time as the ball was on the ground. I think her initial intention was to pick the ball up and get out of the end goal. And then once she realised she'd fumbled it, I think she found it hard to get hold of it. Here we go. Look closely here. Oh, no, I reckon her left hand may have got a touch. May have. Lovely kick from Tamara. There. Oh.
I reckon that might be a try.
You reckon?
Hold on, we get a good angle. What a lovely kick
I
from
reckon you might
Zahara
be right.
Temera.
Oh,
Ooh, fumble.
it's definite fumble. I'm agreeing with the fumble. But brilliant chase by the Raiders.
Well, the halves combine in a different way. Ash Quinlan goes over, Zahara Temera's halves partner. They look quite composed at the moment, off the back of wonderful defence. She still had pressure on her, Zahara. Just a nice little kick at the post. Ooh.
She's right in command of this team, Zahara, isn't she?
There's a brilliant chase, and you can see
Try confirm.
the control she has over the team because everyone knew what was happening. And when the moment she fumbled the ball, there was 3 Raiders players ready to pounce.
Well, Zahara, another kick yielding dividends. She's really taken her game to a dominant level, and it's the Raiders 6-0.
Behind the ball. Just wait for the clock, please, Pauline. Pauline, just wait. Wait.
Try to Ash Quinlan, orchestrated by her halves partner Zahara Temera, who has forced 4. Oh no!
Yep.
Well, that's not the way. That's not the way to rebound from a try. Now, before we go any further, there's been so much action. We haven't said good afternoon to Ruan Sims, who's on the sideline, and I'm pleased to say, in lovely sunshine in Canberra.
Yes, Tomo, thank you very much. I am also very pleased to say it is sunshine down here at the moment. The clouds are staying away, sitting around 13 degrees with a westerly wind just going across the ground at about 7 k's an hour. Nothing to do with missing that kick there. A bit of sun in the eyes for Zahara Temera, but a last-minute change as well for the Tigers with Folau Vaki out, as there is an error here by the Tigers. Folau Vaki is out. Jess Kennedy moves into the 18 and Rebecca Pollard becomes 18th.
Where would you like it?
All right, thanks, Ru.
Centre-field scrum, the clock's on,
an
girls.
attacking opportunity is squandered. The pass ruled forward to Tongatuki.
Well, they didn't need that. This is the first time they've been down here. And Nevada George just went through it. You can see she hesitated.
Oh, it's competent ball play from the scrum.
Good footwork too.
Powerful running by the Raiders. Sophie Hollyman. Shante Kamara. And away now to irrepressible Jemima Taufa, who drags the defenders with her and up over the halfway. Oh, and a penalty.
Too slow.
She's determined.
I can't wait to see her post-contact meters after the
She's
game.
so determined.
She's a
Ebony,
weapon.
too
She's
slow.
insane.
You can just see their tactic of getting in behind the play of the ball, putting real pressure on those first couple of defenders. They feel like they have an advantage with power, and they're just doing it the simple way. Just one pass straight behind the ruck, putting all sorts of pressure on the Tigers at the moment.
Gee, it's good to see another wiki playing down at in Canberra, GIO Stadium. Here's a chance now. Zahara Temera goes herself, and they had to scurry to get underneath the football.
It must be the
Zee to
wiki in
play
the
the ball,
early
thanks,
days.
on
He
the
was
10.
a centre.
Yeah.
He ended up in the front row.
Wait for us, Z. Square Kezi.
He whacked you a few times.
The style of play didn't change much. No, he got Adrian Lambie, one of the best tackles I've ever seen.
Right. And Hollyman. Gee, they're impressive, this Raiders outfit early. Shante Temera, Zahara Temera, and a yawning gap, and Dodd has got the try, the second for the Raiders.
Well, they're not overcomplicating things at the moment, the Raiders. They're going straight through them. It was off the back of a Tigers error. They had that possession deep in their own territory, and they were able to just run straight through them. And it's a lovely little line off Zahara Temera. Just the inside shoulder of her opposition half. But smart, simple footy, Freddie.
Yeah, you can see how tight the defence was of the Tigers. Kezi Apps She's the 4th defender. She was actually inside Tamara, who passed the ball to a sister. So it ended up being a 4-on-2. It's just, if you just break down the middle of the field, and that's what happens, the defence needs to gather in to help support their middle.
Sorry.
By the time Tamara got the ball, the spaces between the defenders was huge. Ruan.
It absolutely was, Freddie, but also because Z has been kicking so well over the last 2 weeks, you just see the centre double check that. She thinks, is she going to kick? Is she going to run it? And then she actually pops back out and starts to fall backwards on her own try line. You just need to try and get up in her face there, as does Curtin. So really great work by the Raiders, doing it with the kicking and with the passing.
So Zahara Tamara, who's been rattling up the points in the first 3 weeks. Lovely goal kick.
Behind the ball, girls. Not early. Wait for us, thanks, Pauline. Just wait, Pauline. Wait.
So Holly May Dodd, a try scorer here. She represented England at the World Cup. And this is a very accomplished start by the Raiders.
It'll be interesting to see how the Tigers come together after this. Ahead of this game, they'd only conceded 8 points in the first 2 rounds of the NRLW. So we've got to tighten things up in defence.
The key to the Raiders is low stress on what they're doing. A lot of it's one pass and relying on Tamara for an efficient kick.
So that's prior in back play there. Oh no, that's awful. Immense pain with the lower leg. I hope it's not the dreaded syndesmosis. Quinlan fired it away to Arby Nichols. And it's Bartlett now, second on the list for most tries scored in NRLW history heading into this weekend.
You don't want to give her much space.
She can run. And now Tomea Kelly signs. 21 metres out. They get to the last tackle. Tamara with a high kick. Oh, that was a real opportunity. The first touch came off the Raiders, though. It should be a knock-on against
10
Tungai.
by 10 here, thanks, girls.
Still a great result.
Wait.
Wasn't her best kick, but landed in the
Front
right
with
position.
me. Wait.
And the Tigers start their set
Play it now.
10 metres out, 10 metres in. You'd be happy with that if you were the coach of the Raiders.
Here's Whitfeld. Look at the green jerseys. Well, that's good news. She looks very inconvenienced, Ebony Pryor, but at least she's up and mobile. Curtin. Oh, a juggle and a what a whack.
She did well to
It's
hold that.
Telfer again.
Thanks. That was a good run. There was a statement in that.
Samana Taffer's counterpart. I reckon they're so similar as players.
This is a heck of a comeback by Pryor. Thought she was gone a minute ago. Now she's racing out a dummy up. Here's this tackle. Boom. And that's exceptional skill to hang onto the ball. And, it's a 40-20 attempt. And it's gone over the sideline anyway off Nichols. So it's going to be a West Tigers ball in the end.
Yeah, it'll end up being that Tongatuki run.
Kezi.
Samantha Topher had the big hit, the tackle before, and she changed the whole momentum with one run. And on the back of that set, they end up with the ball 10 metres out. That's how you change the game, a run with attitude.
Pilie Rasabale responsible for that long kick.
Back. Thanks, play it. Time off. The trainer asked for the game to be stopped.
I think Ebony Pryor might be coming from the field for some additional treatment.
Nevada.
She's an Oztag gun, they say.
One more step back for us. Thanks, girls. Come right
Very
up.
dangerous runner out of dummy half, so you can see she's devastated to come from the field.
Is it Sophie Curtin that comes on, the
Yep.
twin? Yep.
Ready?
Emily Curtin, Sophie
Yeah.
Curtin.
Time on. Play the ball.
Should
Thanks,
have a good
Nevada.
understanding
Play it.
between
Thank
dummy
you.
half and halfback
Go.
there.
It helps, doesn't it?
There's two lots of sisters opposing each other.
Christian Pio has the Tigers within a couple of metres, looking for first points. Through the hands now, and here's Pilie Rasabale, right underneath the post, tackled very well by Kelly Signs. The curtain's licking up, and Kezi Apps, if she can slip it, they should score. The Tigers, they will, they get their first try.
Yep.
Leanta Funga. Nice ball movement, good hit back.
It was a lovely response from the Tigers. They had a second chance. We'll get to see here on the Harvey Norman replay. But Kezi Apps, she did a wonderful job on that left edge to go into contact. And just simple hands out to the space. You can see Kezi Apps goes up against the centre, which creates space. But to hold that ball and straighten up, that's great awareness. You have a look at this, Kezi Apps. Hit and spin. And then that nice little offload to Funga.
Emily Curtin does a nice job, the halfback. Just passes it straight away, gives Kezi Apps a little bit of time just to absorb some defence, and then hits and spins and gets the pass away. The pass early. You give time to make time. You allow Kezi Apps just to see the defence, get some balance. Nice little spin, comes up with an effective pass. Your back row will be happy with that.
So they get some confidence out of that, the West Tigers. They had their first opportunity resulted in a forward pass and a turnover, which Canberra then went up the other end of the field and scored, so they've made one stick on that occasion. And Leanta Funga, who's been around since the early days of the NRLW, jagged a try on that left-hand edge. Not an easy kick. Oh, what a strike. Straight through, 12-6.
Behind the ball, girls. Behind it. Plenty of space.
Gee, a lot to like about the opening exchanges in this game. 15 gone, 3 tries scored. Both teams playing with great professionalism and some physicality to throw on the back of that.
Well, go back to that Sarah. Here she is now.
Here's Tongatuki.
Tongatuki.
Boom.
She's changed the attitude of the Tigers. She's shown the way. We'll see if the teammates support her.
A bit of Origin mentality about that. She's an Origin player.
Tighter marker.
Christian Pio playing it back now. Curtin to Apps to Tafunga. Confident shift there for the Tigers, hoping to make it back-to-back wins. And Nevada George grabbing a couple of extra metres there. Nice pass from Pio and a wholehearted run again from Tongatuki.
Yeah, I think I like her.
Pilie Rasambali. Or penalty.
Well, hasn't the game changed?
Position.
The tactics of the Tigers too. They didn't take the Canberra Raiders on through the middle so much, but they Tongatuki sunk into the Raiders into the middle, and then all of a sudden they moved the ball and got to the edges. Kezi Apps, some smart passing back through the middle. Here she is again. That's awesome. That is awesome.
We haven't seen much from Bovede Welsh yet, the fullback from the Tigers. She might just come into play this set, bit of attacking space.
Well, she's the leading try assist with 4. Look for her in a set play.
Tongatuki runs straight into the wall. Flung it around, and a good tackle there by Arpy Nichols, the fullback. Here's Emily Curtin. And now Bovete Welsh almost through. Zahara Tamara stopped it less than a metre short. Back to Emily Curtin. And away now to Christian Pio, the leading offloader in the NRLW heading into this game this afternoon. She's passing from dummy half. The Sophie Curtin, but that one comes unstuck for the Tigers, and the Raiders have got the ball back. The 2023 NRL and NRLW Telstra Premiership Grand Finals locked in at Core Stadium Sunday, October 1. Witness all the unpredictable footy, the individual brilliance, and an atmosphere like nothing else during the year. And glory is on the line. Tickets on sale right now. NRL.com/tickets.
It's so real, it's unreal.
Nice. What a run. What a run.
Well, look who's there to meet it. Tagatuki on Samaima Taufa.
And a rapid play the ball. And Shantae Tamara goes scooting from dummy half. She was part of the Brisbane setup that won the NRLW back in 2020. Kick over the top there by Quinlan. It's taken by Vete Welsh. And Quinlan pursues her own kick. And makes a very strong tackle on Vete Welsh, who I think she's been stung, but she's got a grin on her face. Oh, that's a bit high.
High contact. Not quick, girls. Around the neck.
She's very tall, Sophie Holloman. You get little wingers, little mobile wingers coming into the middle of the field. You need to take a bit of precaution.
This is quality footy.
It's a quality kick.
Oh, she's done a few good kicks, hasn't she? That one that went out that led to the try, the last conversion.
What's most pleasing about this is that this is two of the newer clubs. And to see them come in and play in such a professional and impressive fashion, both with and without the ball, is a great endorsement for the extended competition this year.
The thing I noticed in the game yesterday was I can clearly see the tactics of the two teams, and they're very different. It's just when fatigue sets in, especially as you get into that second half, just to see which team can stick to their game plan.
Sophie Curtin, Emily Curtin, Bovete Welsh, Leanne Tafunga trying to get it around the corner, does eventually. Whitfield there. She's going to run back to the middle. Hollywood missed that. Shantae Tamara. And also Nichols with some extra defence there. But the Tigers are lurking, and this will be a try. Will it not? It's a try-saving tackle.
Wow.
Rasambale with an unbelievable tackle. Great run. And the tackle just denies her about an inch.
It was Quinlan.
Thank you.
The halfback had come up with a beauty of a tackle. Just took her ankles away from underneath her.
Oh, how does she not score? Another set of 6 for the Tigers. Curtin, ball misses the mark. And Sophie Curtin scurries to pick it up.
She's got a few too many things in her head as she's going to the line, the halfback.
There's George. She's been busy. Love the pass. And Vete Welsh. And now Rakea Horn. No. More determined defence. Good ball movement again. They've got numbers on this left-hand edge. It goes to the gun. She's over to score, Kezzy Apps. The co-captain brings it back to 12-10.
It was a classy finish from Kezzy Apps. They were going sideways, great ball movement, but all they needed was that one player to either come back on the inside or straighten up. She did it herself, Kezzy Apps. You can see here on the Harvey Norman replay, Tagatuki out. They find Kezzy Apps on that edge, and just the moving defence of the Raiders. They're looking at Tafunga and Whitfield, two dangerous threats in the centre and the winger on that left edge. Well, Kezzy Apps sees them moving and thinks, nah, you know what? I've got this. I'm going to go back on the inside of Tamara. On the left foot, straightens up. Easy does it.
The pass from Christian Pryor, the front rower, that was a gun pass. Once again, giving Kezzy Apps time. Nice quick ball. Keziaps was able to balance, read the defence, and she did it all on her own this time. Ruan.
Freddie, you touched on it. It's that ball movement through the middle that is really troubling the Raiders. And the Raiders now, they've gone to their bench. Matua is going to come on, as is Grace Kemp, so I expect them to starch up through the middle. But this ball movement, especially when you're on your own goal line like that, the Raiders need a bit more line speed. They need to get in their face and shut down that ball passing opportunity for the Tigers. They've been getting stripped on their right edge defence all afternoon so far, so I expect Bortho will be getting them to tighten that up.
So Keziaps, new colours, same powerful performance. That kick from Pilia Rasabale from touch was an absolute peach. Similar angle, but opposite side of the ground, this one.
No, shh. You're doing it to it. You're doing it to it.
Hey.
Not this time.
Good save, Freddie.
Just hearing the thing. Wait for the 30 seconds. You're almost there anyway, so. Yeah, behind it, girls. Not early. Time at Canberra. Plenty of space.
Young goal kickers in the comp this year as well.
Time on.
That was another great strike from
Not early,
Pilia
Adelaide.
Rasabale, and we know Zahara Tamara is the most accomplished goal kicker. 12 all.
You try.
Oh, what a catch!
What a catch!
What a catch! Vete Welsh. That ball was destined to bounce over the back.
What a game.
Quality.
Oh,
Stop it!
that is a massive hit.
Just got winded.
Now Matua in 16, bringing some defensive punishment off the bench. Curtin to Apps now. Good ball. Curtin to Funga. Now Whitfield. The Tigers have found their mojo here. And now Peel. Matua part of the tackle. And so too Tamima Taufa. It goes through George. Pilia Rasabale kicks out wide. It was a nice idea actually, just a fraction too long.
Play the ball, change over.
Josie Linos wasn't quite in position. It looked like a set play where they take the ball forward, commit the Canberra defence. Well, here's the tackle early on from Matua.
What a shot.
We'll note to Tongatuki, don't run at her.
Play the ball.
But yeah, the wing was just a bit out of position. She was infield. Should have been holding the sideline.
Look at that. Tigers dominating all the ball in the last little while. Another change for Canberra. Grace Kemp out on the ground too.
She's been great. She's been great for the Raiders. Grace Kemp coming off the bench, her impact. Outstanding. She just runs straight over people.
That seems to be the theme of this game at the moment, Alana.
Yeah.
Out to Quinlan. And then Nichols. And the Raiders looking to exploit some space down their left-hand side, but good defence once again. Now here is Matua. Oh, the fans love her. Quinlan with a pass to Soliola. Oh, they got to the last tackle and there's a rake penalty.
Rakaya stripped the ball.
You can put this all down to Matua, the impact coming off the bench. I was watching a girl for the Titans yesterday, Jorgensen. She wears the pink headgear. She changed the game as well. She's a little bit wild. You need to watch her. She is wild.
So the Raiders with a repeat set down on West Tigers line. Soliola, 3 metres out from the line. Shante Tamata. Here's Taufa. Tries to burrow through. Good goal line commitment. It was Curtin underneath that pile of players. Now Nichols with a right foot step, can't pass through, gets it back, ball's on the ground. It's scooped up by Quinlan.
She's in trouble, the Tigers defender.
Third play, Tamara on the left-hand edge. So Robbins, Reti, who barely seen the ball at all at the start of this game. Another Burrow play and another attempt for a try by Taufa. Quinlan and Tamara. Good defence again on Wiki, and that was the last tackle. And the Tigers have done exceedingly well.
Leanne Tafunga, her defence is outstanding. She has ability to just help her inside defence, but then the speed to move. A couple of times hasn't missed out on that side of the field, Ruan.
Really good news for Tigers fans. Ebony Pryor has been cleared. She's back on the field.
Yeah, it's a great recovery. Oh, there is an aggressive run by Raquel Horn. Welsh, 15 short of the halfway penalty.
Slow tackle.
Well, they were already
Grace.
making good metres. Over the 30-metre line, they've got a penalty now,
Grace.
so they're heading even closer.
Thank you.
Towards
Make sure
that
you're on the
try
mark
line.
when you kick it.
Curtin's taking the kick this time.
It's a good run by Raquel Horn. Just be able to come in and use your speed through the middle. Just changes the tempo. I think the quick play of the ball end up getting the Tigers the penalty and out of trouble.
Oh, another jolt tackle on Kurt.
Note to self, don't run at them too.
Goodness. So George to Tonga Cookie. There's Grace Kemp. Hilliard Asavale. And Curtin for Horn. She's so good on feet. And she goes inside the 30 here. Mature with an important tackle. Sophie Curtin, she's gone from dummy half to lock because you can see Ebony Pryor is back out there as Ruan told us. And the ball goes through Curtin once again. Out to Tafunga. Kent got across and Shante Tamata there also. Here's the last. A little rubber kick towards the in goal. They're all coming through and Quinlan can only tap it over the back.
All up. Time
There's a
off.
nice little fifth tackle option,
Sorry.
going for that
Is it
repeat set. The Raiders are still under pressure here.
She had the time
Time
to show and go. She thought there might have been some space on the outside, then changed her mind.
Yep.
And found some space
It'll be goal line drop.
between the Raiders defenders and come up with a perfect goal. She looked like she's going to pass and then just drops it onto the toe, chases her own kick. There's plenty of other Tigers defenders there. Just to put enough pressure on the Raiders to shuffle it over the dead ball line.
Betty Welsh.
Oh dear.
That's not good.
Oh no.
That is not good. We just saw Betty Welsh come back this season after recovering from an ACL injury. She looked like she didn't miss a beat, but
Ability goals, thank you.
that's not a good sign.
All right, well, but no doubt that ruined the case. Oh no, they've got the rest up. It was a case of both players were competing
Scrum
against each
girls.
other to try to catch
Clock
that.
on. Where do you want it?
Well, I've got to say, Pilia Rasabala, if you're a half in the vicinity of the ball off kicks, that's your job. Got in each other's road.
We'll get to see how they line up now with no Bo Vete Welsh, but Lasana Lutu's come on the field for the Tigers. She's been a bit of a game
Go,
changer.
pack
She
in.
usually jumps into that
Wait.
5'8".
Head
position.
In, head in. Ball in.
To reshuffle a
Break.
little bit.
She was a standout for New South Wales on the 19s.
She's a gun.
Oh, here's a break down the wing. Bartlett, great defence.
Touch. Oh. Gets up.
She backs herself, Madison Bartlett. She saw a little bit of space. There wasn't much. So even that little bit just teased her. You just watch her eyes here, just look up. Oh, there it is, there it is. And here comes the cover defence.
Oh, boom.
What a shot.
Full body contact. commitment.
Is that Emily Cooper getting over in cover? The halfback bang.
Yep.
She's been everywhere in this game. She's pretty explosive off the mark, Madison Bartlett.
Marcus gets square, Simona. Thank you.
They got across in numbers and she's bundled over. So Tongatuki running as hard now as she was when the game started. 5 minutes until the break. This is thoroughly enjoyable footy. NRLW here on Nine's Wide World of Sports. Big game footy. We've got the NRL game following this, of course, between the same two clubs. Here's a lost ball. The Raiders have got it back. Good desperation, Grace Kemp.
Good pressure from the Raiders.
I have knock on Tigers, then knock on Canberra.
Double
knock on
knock on.
Tigers, then knock on Canberra. So it's a scrum.
They look a little bit unsettled, the Tigers, since Bovete Welsh went off. Pilea Rasambale looks like she's gone back to fullback, so Lasana Lutu will hold that left edge, but they just looked a little bit unorganised, and that can happen when you're not sure what's coming next. But great pressure from the Raiders' defence.
I think Matua, the Raiders front row, has also changed the mindset of the Tigers coming through the middle.
Coming up in a couple of metres to the halfway. Ruan, we saw Bovete Welsh very distressed coming off the field. What can you tell us?
She's gone off for a head injury assessment, Tomo, from that tackle earlier in the set there. So we'll keep you updated whether it's Cat 1 or Cat 2. Lutu is on in the halves and Rasambale has moved to fullback. Okay,
and Matua's just crashing people out of the way, as she has done since she came on the field. Oh, that was dangerous.
Tafunga.
Lock in. Man, lock in.
Temera playing flat to Matua. And she bounces up and plays it too quickly.
Knock on.
You never played too quickly, Matty.
Well, too quickly for the dummy half, maybe.
Yeah, true.
Wait.
That was a brilliant run.
Emma Barnes was in there, and I don't know if she was ready for the ball, although that was a great play the ball from a big front rower, and Barnes was off and gone, but forgot to bring the footy with her.
Yeah, scattered the defenders.
That was hard.
And she just got excited.
No,
Doesn't look much better than
that's
that.
foul play, not quick. Tackle slid up around the neck. Just the.
Tigers' defence looked like they were giving Zahara Temera
Here we are. Thank you.
too much time then with the ball.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Yeah, that's lazy.
Here's the line, boys. Straight line.
Oh, a dumping tackle by Quinlan this time. And another big shot. Taufa and Matua and Barnes there. Alana, where's this rate for physicality in the games you've seen this year so far?
Great pickup.
Yeah, it's up there. Both sides aiming up well and truly.
Into three, it's knocked on by Tigers.
Nice,
I
Freddie.
full knock on.
The 5'8" had to go to ground
Where
with
do you want
that.
it?
Yeah, the
Centre field
physicality
scrum.
is
Yeah,
fantastic.
good.
Just back here, thanks,
Fantastic.
Mama.
Now, they created an opportunity, but they were a bit too deep,
Knock on.
the Tigers' attack.
Just wait now.
And Pilea Rasabala had to go to ground. She definitely
Thanks,
wanted
now,
to get the
bind
ball
in.
to space, but
Thanks,
just
girls, bind in.
the supporters weren't with her.
So 90 seconds until the break. The Raiders, oh no, they've lost it. They made a little bobble. A bobble in the play of the ball.
Yeah, no worries. Scrum clock on. Centre field scrum. Heads in, let's go. Time off. Heads in, let's go. Heads down, get heads in, Canberra, let's go. Put it in. Time off.
Ball played by Lutu. Pilea Rasabale. Big job going to full back with Bovete Welsh seemingly unlikely to come back. She was most upset leaving the ground. So 30 seconds until half time. Lutu, that was sweet, wasn't it?
Off the arm, don't do that for it.
And Emily Curtin, she's had a great game. Seems like she's playing a number of positions at once, both sides of the field.
She's a gun.
Yeah.
Mutu is a gun. I watched her play for New South Wales.
Now Tafunga trying to bust through the green wall, can't get there.
She did well to stay in.
Well, that was an exceptional half of NRLW Rugby League. What a game. It's 12-all, Raiders and Tigers after 35 captivating minutes. Canberra against the West Tigers, they've won 10 of their last 11. And every game very important for the Raiders. One of those teams vying for inclusion in the 8. They had their sights set on a top 4 spot a couple of weeks ago, but they've lost back-to-back games. Second half underway here. Gee, it's been entertaining.
Remember the Tigers in their prior 2 games haven't had a point scored in the second half.
They're going to be tested though, because the Raiders will look very impressive with the ball. There's Taufa, what a game she's had. Not sure she's ever played a bad one. Now Grace Kemp. 5 metres, Tigers side of halfway. Quinlan, and here's Nichols. Clapped on the speed, super fast play the ball. And Quinlan with the ball to Robbins Retty. Tackle made, 10 metres short. Last play. Sahara Tamara up in the air, an aerial challenge. The catcher, Tafunga, actually.
It's going to be a play the ball out here.
Pardon me, Tungai got a hand on that and knocked it forward.
Yeah, they got lucky there, the Raiders. They just gave Zahara Temra, again, way too much time to kick that footy. She had all the time in the world to execute that kick. Rue?
Virgo, unfortunately, Bovete Welsh has failed her HIA. She will not be returning to the field for the Tigers. Also for the Tigers, Noddy just wants them to get back in the grind and just ride out the physicality of the Raiders. For the Raiders, Bortho said they got off to a great start, but they need to minimise their errors and discipline needs to be paramount.
Three, correct.
Yes. Oh, an even better tackle. She gets shunted back. And a good carry forward here. And a penalty. Taylor Osborne she ran strongly and draws a penalty on tackle number 4, which will put the Tigers down in an attacking position.
Not early, girls.
So athletic. Another penalty.
Put in, number 14, Emma.
Do you think about taking a penalty goal here?
Ruck interference.
30 out.
Yep.
They'll tap.
Tigers don't like dealing in 2s. Curtin. And George. And Emily Curtin, and now Horn comes running onto the pass from Tilia Rasabale, 5 metres out. Tongatuki, pretty much under the black dot. Lutu and Apps. Now, one of the Raiders, I think it's Emma Barnes, she might have copped a poke in the eye there. She's come reeling away from that collision. Curtin misses the target, and it might be a knock on Canberra here.
Once again,
4, so it's a scrum.
Emily Curtin, she's going to the line with
no worries.
too many different thoughts.
Scrum clock on, sorry.
And the time they've been most effective is when they're past the ball early. Just what she's looking at defence, she's trying to read defence. The runners aren't quite in the perfect position. There's twice now she's hit the shoulder of a lead runner. I think it'd be easy just picking a place she likes or that they're good at and just keep running with that. Every now and then have a run herself.
Nichols might be one to watch as this game advances. Got blistering pace. Can take advantage of some of these tiring players, and they will get tired because it's been pretty open and pretty physical. Bartlett. Now Matua. Takes 3 Tigers to stop her advancement into enemy territory. Penalty.
Ball stripped. Here's the mark. We do that after. Here we go. Behind it, girls.
The NRL season is back, bigger and better than ever, as you can see here. Real power and unreal passion. It is football that you don't want to miss. Head to nrl.com/tickets to get your seats today. The NRL Women's Telstra Premiership, real power, unreal passion. Now Matua. So hard to stop.
Yeah, they put 3 in every tackle when Matua gets the ball. Creates opportunity for the edges in and around her.
Tamara, Nichols floats a pass over the top. Didn't quite hit its target, and Tungai has knocked it on.
The idea was right. The pass was a little bit behind. That had to be out in front. She catches that in 2 hands. It gives the ability to palm with the left hand. There's definite space there. It's a tough pass to catch, running at speed. You need to get them out in front.
That's tough from the centres. Another big impact. Good offload though. Here's George wrapped up. Ball's gone back. There was no touch from Canberra though, so the tackle count hasn't been restarted. Lutu. She's a fine game, the halfback, Emily Curtin. She whacks one up in the air and forces a mistake.
Well, she hasn't supported her forward pack there.
Scrum clock on.
Happy Nichols.
Centre field.
It's a great set of defence. Every Tiger they ran in the middle took a bruise. And she just stopped moving her feet, the fullback.
It's a great kick from Curtin too.
A little bit of movement at the end.
She might have been looking into the sun. Is that where the sun drops down? Did I just get that completely
could
wrong?
be, no.
It's up there somewhere.
Really? Someone save me.
No, we're coming into spring.
The sun's definitely up there somewhere, Alana.
Cheers, Tomo.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
Alana.
No, you're right, Fergo. She was looking westerly, straight into the sun. You're not going crazy. But Emma Barnes has come off for an HIA as well.
Gee, they're ripping into each other, Roo. You can feel some of the contact on the sideline.
Absolutely. And I tell you what, I'm glad I'm retired. Woof.
Oh, you.
I wouldn't be putting my hand up and playing this game today.
Well, there's Matua, who's dealt out a fair bit of that punishment. Boom.
Oh.
That was a shot.
It's a good job by Barnes. Takes the contact, finds the offload.
Oh. Well, that's a big loss for Canberra, but you can see the Tigers players breathing a sigh of relief as Matua comes from the field. Great attacking opportunity this for the West Tigers now. Picked up by Pryor. Who goes to Piliera Sabale.
the Westpac red zone. The Tigers are up. They've had a few more cracks. They'll be around 20 now, 21.
Keziapps looks dangerous in the second half. Kemp, the tackler. They're trying to whack the door down here. It's a Sophie Curtin. Shante Temera with the tackle. Pryor, oh, that came winding up there, Pongatuki, but leaves the ball behind.
Ball up, scrum clock on. Where do you
I
want
don't mind the
Yep.
tactic of sending Tongatuki through the
Girls,
middle of the
clock's on.
opposition. I think they had all their success in the first half, moving the ball with early passes to their back row, particularly on the left. Keziapps had a lot of luck over on that side. Sometimes I feel like teams want to tick off the plays that they did at training during the week,
Thank you.
instead of just giving it to your dangerous people and let them attack. They give a penalty now.
Offside.
Double error. It's been 12 all for a long time. Mona Lisa Soliola. She's tall and tough and rangy, isn't she? Played back to Shante Temera. And Quinlan for Samaima Taufa.
She's had a good game.
Oh,
Ash
there's
Quinlan.
those post-contact meters
Yeah,
again
what a
for
freak.
Samaima.
I just cannot stop her. Temera shows it once and goes to Nichols. Brings explosive pace from the back. Good catch, Temera. Grace Kemp, she can offload. Back to Taufa. Taufa from close range, only a metre out. Now Kemp, well and truly over, but look at that, half the Tigers team comes in to wrap her up.
Changeover, last tackle.
That was outstanding. And they've done their homework, the Tigers, on Grace Kemp.
Kezi, just wait
They
for
could
it.
see her
Thank you.
winding
Just
up for
here,
a
Kezi.
run. They got
Marcus,
numbers
lock
in.
Wait, Kezi.
She did a full loop
Girls,
Yeah.
come on.
around the upright. I don't think I've ever seen that before.
Little
Full
dance
loop.
move.
Yeah.
Oh, these will be tough runs now. See, it's big ass. The 5'8's got to take the first one straight into the forwards. And now Rakea Horn. Well, that's good run. Good pace. And Whitfeld. They've run out of trouble with relative ease here. And there's a dumping tackle. That 18, that's Jessica Kennedy, who was a late inclusion in this team, as Ruan told us earlier. And now played back by George. And away to Curtin. She's got the full kit bag of tricks. Emily Curtin. Nichols comes running back. Tackled by Kennedy on the 30. Temera to Mackenzie Wiki. Who's going to break this deadlock, I wonder?
The crowd's getting involved. I feel like the Tigers are pushing their luck in the ruck. Oh,
Oh, 4 tackle penalty.
Too
Stop
slow.
it.
what a
Eliza.
good crowd. What a
You're
good
on the mark
crowd.
there, Z. Yeah, you're on the mark. Yep, on the line.
You haven't done your job if you haven't got a home crowd penalty. That was a home crowd penalty.
Yeah, girls.
They made the noise. The Tigers weren't reading the room.
Come up with the touch
If you
judge.
boo long enough,
Yeah, come up.
you generally get one, don't you?
Yeah,
Play
the
it
refs
up
just,
there.
they can't hear boos for too long.
You've got to boo long and you've got to boo loud. Soliola.
Hold.
Can that penalty trigger some points for the Raiders? They're out 12-0 and they've been locked at 12 all for quite a while. Temera, lovely ball, good skill, great defence again on the gold line. Dodd knocked back. Gee, the Tigers' goal on defence has been awesome so far, but it's about to be broken down by a great pass. Temera to Tungai.
Well, they haven't scored a try since the 8th minute of this game, the Canberra Raiders. We see here on the Harvey Norman replay, Zahara Temera, a lovely left-to-right pass to Shakaya Tungai. Quite simple, but it was all off the back of that penalty. They had another crack. They had that attacking territory and just kept their footy really simple to expose the edge of that defence in the Tigers.
There was a play before that earned the try. Tamara went short. It was a brilliant tackle by Kezi Apps and Lutu. You can see she's got a problem with her left leg. With that great tackle. And what happens is it just squeezed the defence in. There was no overlap. It was just a beautiful pass. And unlike before, the ball was out in front, which allowed the try scorer just to concentrate on moving forward. And from the a little bit of a fade.
Away. Time off.
She's had a good game. Temera. I like her. She's a gun, Emily Kurt. So the former Jillaroo,
30 seconds.
Shakaya Tungai, breaks the deadlock. 16-12 down to Ruan Sims.
Yeah, just a quick update. Emma Barnes has passed her HIA, but she has a jaw injury, so she will be taking no further part in the game for the Raiders. Also, Matua still has some time left on her head injury assessment.
Behind it, Nevada.
And Rui, we saw Lusana Lutu, who's got an issue with a knee, I reckon, after that defensive set. So not sure whether she'll be able to continue in the game. Thanks for that. Ball taken by Tungai, sent to Tamara. And now Sophie Hollyman back on the ground, starting front rower. So the Raiders broke that 12-all deadlock, but still a heap of time remaining in this game. How about this run again? Now, Kezi's trying to rip it away. She did that. That'll be offside.
Stripped, and she was offside. You stripped it one-on-one, and she was in front. She was offside.
Kezi's too polite.
Here we are.
It was a fair decision. She had a good grab out of Kezi Apps. The other defender pulled out of the tackle, I think. Yep.
Gee, it took a bit of wrenching to get away from Samaya Mataufa.
That's a funny one. The sort of ball nearly went backwards, then bounced the other way.
Well, you can see the player that George picked it up from the Tigers was in front, so not a great outcome for a bit of quick thinking by Kezi Apps.
Two New South Wales teammates, Kezi Apps and Samaya Mataufa.
Hollyman, good run, good run. The crowd like that one. The crowd continues to swell here as well as this game progresses. It's Renke now. Super fast, play the ball. Canberra might be about to go back to back. They do. Soliola.
Yeah, once again, it's the speed of the play the ball that disorientates the Tigers' defence. Quinlan gets the ball. She looks up, and the Tigers' defence didn't know where to look. They're calling for numbers. Quick play the ball. Quinlan gets the ball, and you can see the defence on the outside. Unsure. Just they've got no balance. It just goes for the short, simple pass and untouched. As Soliola scores a try that takes him out to 20 points to 12. You just see the defence just didn't have enough time to work out who was in front and who they were going to mark. Canberra did a great job of capitalising.
Yeah, they're a well-oiled machine, the Canberra Raiders. Ash Quinlan stepping up as the half to set that one up. Her halves partner, Zahara Temera, has set up 3 tries. They've got a really nice balance. Zahara Temera was in her inside as an option if she needed to be there. Just not overcomplicating things at the moment, the Canberra Raiders. Nice lines, as you said, Freddie. Nice quick play the balls. Playing on the front foot helps a lot.
She's got good genetics, Soliola. I coached her cousin, Sue Soliola. He's a wonderful fella. Tough as.
Oh, lovely kick. So, after leading 12-0, the Raiders have broken this deadlock with back-to-back tries, 22-12. Here's the Tigers.
I wonder what tune Stafford is listening to.
Be a bit of country and western, wouldn't it, Freddie?
Bit of Bob Seger.
Definitely.
Similar to Benji.
Yeah. He's more a John Farnham man.
Behind the girls. Emily, time in.
Boys have worked well on their beards, very well manicured.
Time on. Got early, Tigers. Stay behind it.
She always runs with real venom, does Shaq Tungai. That was no exception. This has been a monumental performance by Simon Talbot. My goodness.
Look at the post-contact meters.
This is insane.
It's good when you live up to your reputation. Her first run, Alana said, just watch her post-contact meters by the end of the game.
Quinlan, Nichols. They're finding some room to run with here, the Raiders. Tara Renke now. 4th tackle used. Robin Dretti. Come a long way on this set after scoring points. Back-to-back efforts for the Raiders. Is there another try coming here from a kick? Tamara tries to punch one through the line and can't, and dived upon by Kezi Apps, who uses all of experience there.
Yeah, nicely done from Kezi Apps, but the Tigers' defence, they need to step it up a notch here. They were sitting back and just waiting for the Raiders to run at them. They gifted them that territory almost, but we spoke about Bo Vete-Wells and how much of a shame it is that the fullback isn't on the field for the Tigers. She's wonderful in attack, but she helps them a lot in defence, and I think we've seen her absence, or certainly noticed her absence out there.
Well, they've also lost Lasana Lutu, who took her place.
Jess Kennedy punches up the middle of the ground, near the halfway.
In the middle.
Taken comfortably by Uppy Nichols.
What? Go 10. Hold Emily.
Now Bartlett.
Arms clear, Liza. Square markers,
And here's Wiki, beat the first attempt to tackle. They're really winning this midfield battle at the moment. Shante Tamara, Zahara Tamara. And Holly May Dodd has coughed up the ball. Here's Whitfeld. Well, the Tigers came back from a similar position earlier in the game to level, so they're trying to replicate what they did in the first half. Here's Rakea Horn. George looking up with Silata. And Pryor to Tongatuki. Renke, the main tackler there. They've used 4 plays here, the West Tigers. Kezi Apps, oh, nice, oh, intercept! Tungai racing away, Kezi Apps has made it. Go, Kezi versus Tungai, she got her easy.
What a chase!
I think it was an error.
Uh-oh, sin bin time.
No. Really?
Penalty here for strip.
Just trying to slow the play the ball down too much.
You're on the mark.
It was a really nice play down the left-hand side from the Tigers. And then the intercept, Shaq Tungi. And here's Kezi just holding on too long. Oh, that's harsh.
Hollyman. A metre out from the line. Temera. Across to Quinlan. Back on the inside. Is that a try? Yes, it is. Robbins Rete burrows through and puts the ball over the line.
Classy stuff from the Raiders. They took that territory and they just held really strong shape. Their ball movement again was very accurate, the lines that they were running. But what an intercept from Shaq Tungai. Kezi Apps was outstanding. She saved the first try. They had to reset then and defend their line, one woman down, the Tigers, and they weren't able to do it. You see here on the Harvey Norman replay, that's a lovely pass from dummy half. And again, the halves combined, nice easy ball, back against the grain. Still took a fair bit to get it over though, Freddie.
Yeah, it sure did. She had plenty of work to do. A couple of early passes though, giving people a little bit of time with the ball. And just crawls away to the line and stretches out the right hand. And she hits the ground here, but the ball doesn't touch the ground. And she reaches out to score the try. But one thing consistent with most tries is that early pass, giving the attacker some time with the ball. This time she was turned inside, and the defence, which was trying to scramble, just couldn't get it down. Just crawled away.
Sorry, Fred, it's going to take a big effort this from the West Tigers if they're to maintain their unbeaten start to the year. We were locked at 12-all for quite a lengthy period, but Canberra, they got the first one and they've run in 2 more on the back of that. Temera has been brilliant once again today. She's a glorious goal kicker. So we've seen some excellent footy in NRLW round 3. The Knights, the reigning champs, look very good against Para.
Yeah, they were very classy against Parramatta today. A lot of their players stood up. I thought their middles actually were outstanding, particularly the players coming off the bench, and it allowed Tamika Upton to fire. Some of their outside backs worked really well. Yasmin Clydesdale again in that back row, she was outstanding. With a very classy outfit, the Knights, they'll be well and truly up there at the back end of the season.
Behind the girls!
It was a bit of a statement today. Their form hasn't been great.
Not early, stay behind it out wide. When you're ready, Pauline, thank you.
Holly May Dodd. Now Samaima Taufa, who goes up to about 150 running metres in this game on the back of a 26 tackles. What a mighty player.
Has anyone ever had more post-contact metres than running metres? Is that possible?
Well, the other top running meters from anyone on the field is Salatogatuki. Have a look at that. Well, that's post-contact, but they lead, those two lead the running meters as well. They're outstanding.
Well, they're straight from the same mould.
So she's made 140 metres overall, and 80 have been post-contact. Well, that's a ridiculous proportion. The Raiders looking for another one. Bartlett over the line, can't get the ball down.
Great defence.
Held up.
Well
Time
held
off.
up
Change
by the
over,
centre as well.
Out here. Change over.
Rube, some news down there.
Yes, unfortunately, Lasana Lutu won't be returning. She has a left knee injury, so they'll keep an eye on that as the week progresses. And Matua for the Raiders still has 4 minutes left on her head injury assessment.
Okay. Thank you, Roo. The Tigers can jag one. Less than 10 to go now. They've got to start the comeback soon if there is to be one. Points can come quickly in NRLW.
They can. I think the Raiders have done a pretty good job at containing Jakaya Whitfield. We've seen her make some tough carries out the back end of the field, but not in too much space.
She's fast, isn't she?
She is so fast.
And Curtin had a good fuddle to boot that one. And Tungai, oh, there's confidence. Fires a pass away to Arby Nichols. It was a good ball too. They're going to make plenty of ground here. Good footwork by Robin Vedetti. So for potentially being tackled and goal in the corner, they're out close enough to their 30-metre line there.
Great work by the girls to get back on side behind the ball and leave their poor winger isolated.
Quinlan. Oh, great skill. Taufer again.
I think I saw a spark come off them two girls.
Tamara to Nichols. Oh, pass over the shoulder. Spectacular. Robbins Vedetti keeps the ball alive. It goes to Soliola. And now to Quinlan.
Forward pass.
Oh, forward pass. Oh,
It's
that
four, so it's a
spoiled it all,
scrum.
didn't it? That was too good to stop.
What about the skills?
Scrum clock on.
Well, the netball
Centre
skills,
field.
just the reactions and the reflexes.
Scrum in the middle,
Skills
girls.
and support play. Turning up for one another.
Oh,
That
got
one.
the
That one
Benji
was
flick. That was a
hectic.
Benji over the shoulder job.
Soliola, nice hands. Finds Quinlan. Geez, a nice little kick then under the post would have been just superb.
Well, long way to go in this comp, obviously, but any team with Tamara and Taufer are going to be awfully hard to beat. You've got the work ethic of Taufer, who just clocks up metres and tackles for fun, and then she looks a very accomplished playmaker now as a harder Tamara.
She just looks really calm and like
Yeah.
she understands how to create time and space. Here she is,
Here's
Whitfield.
Whitfield, gets to Nichols, who makes a good tackle.
She had Curtin on the inside. Didn't have enough time to recognise.
Oh no,
Play
Curtin's
on.
put it down and went back. It's all good, keep going. Pio now.
Backwards again.
Another pass out the back. Tongatuki.
Off the legs.
Good tackle by Quinlan.
There's a penalty.
Flop and it broke down. Wait. No, she's in front.
Do it
Player
now.
offside.
Go now. Go.
Quick update on the injury situation, Roo.
Thanks, Emily. Marks
Yeah, for the Raiders, Kere Matua has been cleared for her HIA. She will return to the fray.
Excellent, thank you.
Here we are, girls. 10 metres. Thank you. Go.
Here goes Sophie Curtin.
Get square.
Oh, well, the Tigers have got a chance. They've got to make this first one stick. Taylor Osborne, a metre out. If they can score here, there's still time. Tongatuki and Curtin, and out they come, and it is the first try, and it is Tafunga who gets another one. And that gap closes a little with 6 minutes left to play.
She's very good at finishing off those opportunities, Tafunga. They were all coming onto the ball at speed, but when Tafunga got the ball, she almost pulled up a little bit and then went again. We see here on the Harvey Norman replay, Tongatuki in there to get it out to this edge. You see how she just pulls up and then charges again, and she beats the centre.
Yeah, the spotlight in the
Pace.
first half was on a defence, brilliant defence.
Just
And
that
she
change of pace.
Scored 2 tries, well balanced. Had the ball in 2 hands. It'd be nice having the speed of Whitfield outside you. It caused the defence to panic. 28-16.
This is a big kick. This is a tough one, but to get inside that double converted try window is important.
Watch her hold the ball in two ends. Dummy, tease, and just goes for the line. In or out, Matt?
Don't you ask me. Pilier Rasabale.
In.
Come back. Oh, short anyway. So 28-16, 4.5 to go, 100% footy tomorrow night, 9:45 p.m, 9gem and 9 now. Plenty to discuss over the course of this weekend. Bit of drama with the send-offs. Gus and Gal
What do you think Gus will think
teeing
about
off
the
on
send-offs?
each other again. Gus won't like the send-offs, but
Not early. Yep.
plenty of other things to discuss as well.
Girls, make sure we're behind the ball. Not early. Just wait.
I couldn't imagine Gallen in favour of the send-offs either.
Nah.
We need them to fight.
It's not always as fun when they agree, is it?
Yeah.
I don't think they ever agree more. There's Tongatuki still ripping and tearing.
Does not stop.
There's 172 metres prior to that run. Tongatuki, really taken up to close to 200.
I like that from Curtin on the second. She's got running options, but goes into contact. Throwing that pass would have been the wrong option.
So George now. They've made good yardage here, the Tigers. Here's Tongatuki again. Gee, that's great footwork by a front rower. Left and right foot step. Last tackle. They've got to manufacture something here. Curtin up in the air. Here comes the chase. There's pressure on Nichols at the back. Oh, she stood solidly underneath it and took it well and explodes upfield.
It was a tough option from the Tigers defence. They had to put pressure on the catcher, but in doing so, Nichols was able to sidestep and make 20 metres up the field. And it could be the run that seals the game for the Raiders.
Tomea Kelly signs now. A couple of quality outfits, these two new clubs. They're going to be right there, I reckon, on the basis of what we've seen today. It's been a high-quality game, and Temera kicks away from the Affilian fullback, and that's unfortunate. It's kept tumbling towards the dead ball line and over it. So 2.5 minutes left, and the Tigers with a restart.
Well, they need to score this set. They've got 7 tackles to do it, and that'd give them one more opportunity to score a try. They're all bunched up behind the play of the ball. They won't help their cause.
Madison off the ball, get square.
Tongatuki. She's been exceptional in a team that looks like it might go down here. Curtin. Hand.
Flick.
Yes, a backhanded pass. That was awesome footy. Tafunga.
Under the post. Go to the post.
You beauty.
What a try.
Go to the post. So bring them within 6. I'll have one more set.
What about the hands? Pilier Rasabale. And then the pass. That's unbelievable pick up, and it holds them off in the backhanded flick. This is unreal. What a try.
Hat-trick to Funga. And the last one's under the post. That's the most important part at this stage. The time's off at the moment, so you can see we've got 1:33 to go. Emily Curtin.
Now that's Shaq Tungai. Oh, I hate seeing this. Can't put any weight on that leg at all. So that's a a blip on what's been a very exciting afternoon. Now, this kick from Curtin right in front should make it 6 points the difference, and we've got 90 seconds to play. They couldn't, could they?
Don't write them off, Tomo.
Oh.
Not after that.
That was a great catch.
Well, she's been involved in some huge moments this game, particularly some of her kicks.
Nails it. Nails it.
This is good. This is good.
If they can just get some space early and get off the ball, when they move the ball, the Tigers, they're very dangerous. If they get in position a little bit earlier, that was a great catch. And then comes up with the flick.
She has got amazing skills. She's a Wallaroo, of course, so she's played rugby union at the highest level. She's bringing some of that skill into the NRLW. All right, well, there's a full set of 6 at their disposal.
I think she'd be liking the space at which she gets to play with in the NRLW. She's got a little bit more time and space. Pilaire Rassambale.
Well, it's not a great restart. Oh, that could have been a calamity. Sophie Curtin has the ball for the West Tigers. 1 set. And have a guess who it is.
Oh, that's got to inspire you.
Curtin plays short to Kessie Apps. Now, they've mounted this comeback with 12 players as well, because Kessie's been in the sin bin for most of this. Curtin floats it out to Whitfeld. Beat one. Can't beat that one. 4th tackle. They need a bit of magic. Pior. This has got to be it. Might be a kick and hope, is it? Are they going to go through the hands? What will they do? Curtin up in the air, kicks into the corner. Oh, Nichols! A match-winning catch, probably.
Well, I think she'll learn from that, Emily Curtin. They needed to contest that kick. And the Raiders will wind down the clock. There's only 10 seconds to go. Matua slow to play the ball. Well, they had to contest that. They're in a great position. Nichols comes up with a great catch.
Gee, that was a game.
Wow.
What a game. Well done to Canberra and the West Tigers. Spectacular NRLW Rugby League here on the Wide World of Sports. 50 points in the game, but the Raiders have won it. 28-22. We've seen everything.